If you haven't heard about it already, this year's commencement speech at the City University, New York has caused quite a backlash. Some are calling it hate speech, others are calling it legitimate criticism of Israel and the United States. Let's break it down. On May 12, 2023, Fatima Musa Mohammed delivered a commencement speech on behalf of the graduating law class of 2023. Her entire speech focused mainly on Israel, though she also condemned the quote-unquote fascist NYPD and the entire United States legal system, calling for a revolution. Here are some of her choice words.
This is the law school that passed and endorsed BDS on a student and faculty level. Recognizing that absent a critical imperialism, settler colonialism lens, our work and this school's mission statement is void of value. That as Israel continues to indiscriminately rain bullets and bombs on worshipers, murdering the old, the young, attacking even funerals and graveyards, as it encourages lynch mobs to target Palestinian homes and businesses, as it imprisons its children, as it continues its project of settler colonialism, expelling Palestinians from their homes, carrying the ongoing Nakba, that our silence is no longer acceptable.
Following the speech, Mohammed and the City University of New York received massive backlash from both Jewish and non-Jewish groups. New York Congressman Richie Torres slammed the speech as anti-Israel derangement syndrome, while New York City Mayor Eric Adams condemned what he called a hate-filled speech. And the Board of Trustees and the Chancellor of the City University of New York released a statement condemning Mohammed's words as hate speech and said it has no place on our campuses or in our city. While many pro-Palestinian groups claimed her speech was simply legitimate criticism of Israel. Yet looking back at Mohammed's history seriously raises the question of whether this was merely criticism or a continuation of her extreme rhetoric and ideology calling for the annihilation of Israel, Jews, and the United States of America. A series of tweets from her now deleted account paint a very troubling picture. Her tweets call for death to Israel, a country she said does not have a right to exist, as well as death to Jews and Zionists, which she called to burn in hell. She also said she prays for the death of the United States of America, the country which took her and her Yemeni family in, tweeting once that posting the American flag on social media was akin to posting the Israeli flag, in that Americans and Israelis are terrorists. This leaves little doubt that Mohammed's speech was indeed full of hate against Israel and the Jews and the United States. The question is, what happens now? Will the City University of New York take real measures to curb the rampant anti-Semitism on their campus? After all, someone had to have approved her commencement speech, and the deans and numerous faculty members stood and applauded it. There is a real problem with anti-Semitism on CUNY's campus, and as the White House revealed its new national plan to combat anti-Semitism recently, now would be the perfect time to see this plan in action, starting with rooting out anti-Semitism at CUNY.